College. For those of you who don't already know me, my name is Pat Taylor and I'm the Dean of Mathematics, Engineering, and Technologies. Today I'm representing the mid-level managers and will be your MC for the program. It's absolutely wonderful to see you here today. All our college offices are closed, so everyone can be here to kick off this new academic year. I am tasked to make today's event like the Academy Awards, not really, but where the airtime ends at a specific time, and today that time is 11 a.m. So I accept the challenge, and let's get the program started. Providing a welcome from the College Support Staff Association is Lily Ricucci, SESA President. Lily? Good morning. Good morning. On behalf of the College Support Staff Association Executive Board, welcome back to all our returning faculty. Welcome aboard to the new members of our TNCC family. And a big thank you to all of our colleagues who have worked diligently over the summer to ready our campus grounds and buildings, receive and disperse supplies and equipment, prepare materials for our returning and new faculty, update our labs and learning resource centers, assist our students with registration for credit and non-credit courses, package their financial aid, and collect their payments. And yes, plan a calendar of events for our returning students. In 1987, the CSSA was founded for the purpose of providing the college support staff a voice in the shared governance of Thomas Nelson. In 2007, as Thomas Nelson celebrates its 40th anniversary, the CSSA celebrates our 20th year of branching out and making a difference for the support staff of TNCC. On August 2nd, with the full support of President Taylor and his cabinet, the CSSA Executive Board met at the Historic Triangle for a half-day retreat during which we adopted a theme for our 20th anniversary, established goals to guide our work, and began the development of strategies to help us meet our goals. We're excited about sharing these plans and goals with our colleagues today, so we invite all support staff, full-time and part-time, to join us at 11 a.m. for a special general meeting in Gators Cafeteria while we enjoy the lunch that the college is providing. Dr. Taylor, I want to personally thank you for your steadfast support of CSSA, and I look forward to working with you over the course of the year. Again, welcome back to our faculty, welcome aboard to our new colleagues, and thank you to my fellow support staff. Together, let's make 2007-2008 the very best year for TNCC. Thank you. And now, representing the Faculty Senate, Professor Gary Eccles, President.
Welcome back, everyone. I always look forward to the end of summer, and I still, in my family's tradition, get myself a new shirt, new pair of pants, and look forward to the first day of classes. I didn't want to still continue in that educational tradition. We probably wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be here, we'd probably be doing something else, but we all have a mission to educate, and certainly the faculty are at the core of that educational mission. And on behalf of the faculty, I wish you all a great year. We have a faculty meeting at 1 o'clock today, Faculty Senate. It is a faculty forum, actually, which means all counselors, all full-time librarians, all full-time and part-time faculty are welcome to attend. I believe it's in room 100, so I expect it to be packed. And we have quite an agenda to get through today. So again, welcome back, and I hope you're all as excited as I am to start a new school year. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. The next welcoming remarks will be from Anne Marie Lovett, Student Government Association President.
Good morning, my name is Anne Marie Lovett again, and I'm the Student Government Association President for the term 2007-2008. I just want to welcome all new and returning staff to Thomas Nelson Community College. I know that we all are going to work together to have a very successful year. I want to thank everyone in advance for all of the hard work you do for our students. Thank you and welcome back to fall 2007.
Thank you, Anne Marie. One of the most exciting events each year is the announcement of new employees, faculty, staff, and administrators. Lisa Johnson, Director of Human Resources, will provide those introductions.
It is always my pleasure to introduce to you the new employees who have joined our TNCC family since the last All-College Day. So it's my pleasure to introduce all of the new employees. When I call your name, please stand. We ask that you hold your applause until after I've had the opportunity to introduce everyone, and then we'll give everyone a big TNCC welcome. Okay? Gilbert Dexter from the business office. Okay. Jackie Douglas from Learning Resources. Deborah Littlejohn from Outreach and Recruitment. Okay, Heath Ward from Learning Resources. Joyce Watson, Outreach and Recruitment. Okay, Paula McGuire Tremo from the business office. Okay. LaShawn Beal from the business office. Charles Bidding, I hope I'm saying this right, from Plant Services. Lyle Wilkie, Budget Office. I know Lyle. Charles Nurnberger, Vice President of Finance and Administration. Taiwando Pacheco from the Human Resources Office. Owen Hill, Fine Arts. Candy Langford, Fine Arts. Catherine Spindor, Vice President of Information Technology. Bridget Carter, Plant Services. Now, hold this, I will say this right. Shanavia Patterson, Enrollment Services. Denise Segfeld, Workforce Training. Tarishma Allen, Business Office. Thomas Braddock, Campus Police. Jennifer Hayes, Plant Services. Renee Jones, Sales, Workforce Services. Elmira Grant, Enrollment Services. Alicia Rowley, Special Events. Kim Allen, Academic Affairs. Tonya Burton, Student Development. Alexander Gatling, Plant Services. Naira Holton, Academic Affairs. Franz Albertini, Workforce Services. Sally Marr, Learning Resources. Mark Burge, Automotive. This will get you. Muhammad Ali, Engineering. Libby Arneson, Mathematics. Peter Berquist, Geology. Arthur Billingsley, Engineering. Brian Jones, Business. Leo Keneally, Political Science.
Pamela Sharp,
nursing,
Michael Sunball,
music,
Julie Young,
mechanical engineering,
and Peter.
Giscombe, fine arts and music.
Let's give these new folks another warm TNC. I know you can't remember all of those names, but you will recognize these individuals today by the green ribbon on their lapel. So when you see them, please give them another warm personal welcome, and hopefully you'll seek them out as the week goes on and next week and following to continue to provide them a warm welcome to Thomas Nelson. We have some people standing over here. We just like to take a brief break. There's some seats down front. Come on down. Wes, I see you over there. Why don't you lead that group down here? There's plenty of room in the front there. Come on, there's plenty of room. Come on down and get a seat. Our next speaker needs no introduction. Our president took the helm at Thomas Nelson in 2004 and has led the college in many new initiatives, establishing a campus of collaboration and growth. A leader and a gentleman with a vision for the college that always places students first. Excellence in all we do. Explore, excel, succeed. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Charles A. Taylor.
At this race, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
The voyages of
Its
Convocation.
continuing mission to explore strange new worlds. To seek out new life and new civilizations.
Seek out new life and new opportunities.
To boldly go where no one
And
has
to
gone.
boldly go where no one has gone before. That's how I started in 2004. But now it's 2007. Just going to do it one more time because I didn't hear the enthusiastic applause. And I want you to get excited about this year because a lot of great things are happening in Thomas Nelson, and we are on the map, and people are looking at all that we're doing here. So when the music comes one more time, she wants me to step back. She wants me to step closer to the microphone. Stay away from the speakers. Okay.
Can we do the gator clap?
some of you had the opportunity to meet my lovely wife, and she gave me a couple of things to say this morning. And she said, first of all, try not to embarrass yourself. Because I have to be here tomorrow evening when we have our award ceremony, and I would like to at least have some dignity when we're walking in. She also said, try not to tell any jokes because you're not that good at it. She also said to try to not take too long and, long-winded. I said, okay. But she said the last two things are very important. Try to be presidential, and most importantly, try to be yourself. And I said, okay, that wipes out the first three. But let me say, for those of you who are new to Thomas Nelson, and for those of you who are returning from a great summer, for those who've been here, good morning and welcome to an exciting time, an exciting year here at Thomas Nelson Community College. I'm going to go through some things because they said to make certain that I move this process along because we have a number of great things at faculty. We'd like to have enough time to meet during their faculty senate meeting. CSSA would like to have enough time, and we're going to make certain that we give them that. And so the theme today is to think green. And green represents the college colors. It also represents growth. It also, from the contemporary philosophers, for me, it speaks using resources wisely and ultimately results in growth and longevity. The ability to envision outcomes beyond the realm of one's circumstances. And as it was mentioned in 1968, Thomas Nelson opened its doors. See, when I've ever tried to do a script, it just doesn't work. Let me just go. 40 years ago, we opened our doors here. Some of you have been here long enough to probably help lay the first brick, but that's okay. But more importantly, 40 years, we had 2,000 and some students. Now we're over 14,000 students. We have a new process. A number of things have happened over this last year, this summer, but I want to characterize where we're going and where we are now in terms of almost using the tune of reinventing ourselves. Our college is continually growing, and we're doing so in many different directions. We're doing a lot of things well, a lot of things we are exceeding, because people are now looking to us and asking us how can we do things the way Thomas Nelson was doing. It wasn't that way a number of years ago. But before I go on, I want to make a pause here because one of the things we talked about is how we're doing in terms of our finances and our budget. So I'm going to step away from the stage and introduce Charles Nurnberger, who is the Vice President of Finance and Administration. He's going to give you a brief overview as he comes on stage. He's going to give you a brief overview of where we were and how we ended last year, but also how we're doing this year and how we're prepared to meet the future and our challenges and also our opportunities. I'm supposed to keep talking until he says, I'm ready.
Okay, Dr. Taylor, I'm ready. But most importantly, I learned two things today. You have the Gator clap, and Muhammad Ali does not come from Louisville, Kentucky.
On that note, I'll turn it over to
I have several things that I need to address, but first I need to say to you, I see this through Dr. Taylor, our cabinet, and with the Thomas Nelson family as an ongoing dialogue throughout this school year. This is a very brief overview. If anyone is interested in details, copies of the presentation, dialogue with myself and staff, Teresa Bailey and Lyle Wilkie in particularly, we'll make ourselves available to meet anytime, anywhere, here in Hampton, Historic Triangle, or a place of your own choice. but I have several things to say about our fiscal year that ended June 30th. There are many people who I've gotten to meet, and there are a lot of people who I've yet to get to meet because of the timing of my arrival on campus and the timing of when your semester ended and the summer began. As a result of actions that were implemented in April, there were 4 particular action steps that were taken. We ended the year in the black, which was a significant step for Thomas Nelson. It's a reflection of a lot of hard work and teamwork throughout the college campus. Additionally, it was acknowledged by our state board concerning some audits. From the Virginia Department of Accounts, we had received a satisfactory rating concerning our AP, which is our Accounts Payable Compliance Audit, and our VCCS internal audit, where all 33 findings were cleared by May 15th, on or about the date of our spring commencement. And lastly, the Virginia Department of General Services did a purchase review. I received a verbal approval of satisfactory from them in our exit interview conference just a few short weeks ago. So what I'd like to do now is to leave fiscal year 07 and go to fiscal year 07-08. And the first slide before you is showing you where our 3 revenue streams come from. As Thomas Nelson is a state, part of the state system, however, we're supported to the tune of about 50%. Some people are surprised, some people aren't. But the most important and critical thing here that you'll see is that 41% of our revenue is coming from our students who pay tuition and fees. Can we go to the next slide, please? Briefly, you'll see what that means, the 41%. I'm not good, you can read it, I can make copies available, but you'll see the vast majority is in-state students, out-of-state, and technology fees. Can we go to the next slide, please? You'll see here, you have your projected FTEs. Now, that's a direct correlation to the 41%. Our summer, we exceeded our goal on FTEs, and that's a tribute to the much hard work of the staff, faculty, and everyone at Thomas Nelson. You'll see the word projected, because that reflects fall and spring. Traditionally, your fall is higher, your spring is a little bit lower, which is pretty normal. Could you go to the next slide, please? This also details that one small sliver in that revenue pie, almost $3.3 million, and you can read and we can discuss that at a later time. But I just want to show you what it is made up of. It's very clear, and it's clearly spelled out. Next slide, please. In this slide here, you're going to see, of the $35 million, 80% or close to $28 to $29 million is for salary, wage, and fringe benefits. This truly reflects our greatest strength, our faculty and staff, because we're so labor intensive on the students that we serve. This represents 200 classified, 110 faculty, 41 or 43 faculty administrative, approximately 67 part-time folks, and about 140 to 145 adjuncts. Go to the next slide, please. This details where it all goes. And you can see the lineup, instruction, all the way down the line to plant, maintenance, operations. Next slide, Cecilia, please. This details where the personnel costs and your other expense or other than personal services are applied, with some highlights. You can go to the next slide. And it pretty much lays it out for you. However, just one key theme, because Dean Taylor was pulling on my right leg to get me off the stage, and that is this fiscal year budget for fiscal year 08. One, it's a balanced budget. There are absolutely no deferred charges in this budget, meaning if you bought something in June, you're paying it in July, which is significant. This budget doesn't include that. One other thing that you have to take into consideration, that all salary and wage increases for full-time, part-time are receiving their respective increases of 4% and 5%. In addition to that, there was another level of in-band adjustments being administered that are part of this spending plan. You need to know that. And lastly, and perhaps the most important item that I think is very significant for us, is the fact that If you read in the newspaper, the state revenue collections, there was talk back in May, a potential deficit of several $100 million. That deficit could be approaching $1 billion. What does that mean to Thomas Nelson? What it means to us, at least this year going in, we do have a contingency of several percent set aside as part of that budget. If and when something comes down the pike with regard to Richmond looking to us for a contribution for assistance in order to alleviate the deficit. I think that's it from my end. Our team is committed to sharing information at any point in time. I'm sure President Taylor will host a series of town meetings during the fiscal year to keep everyone up to speed. If there are any questions, I'm available later or any other time that you see me on campus. Thank you and have a great semester.
They like that song in the booth, I can see. As I was mentioning last year, and as mentioned, we served over 14,100 students. I've said on more than one occasion, and it bears repeating, Thomas Nelson, we explore the great opportunities for growth by establishing strategic partnerships with business and industry. We strive to excel at providing quality instruction and services through innovation and technology, and we push ourselves daily to succeed. And again, you've heard me say on a number of occasions, we strive for excellence in all that we do. These are the components that drive the college's mission today and in the future. The mission is to prepare students for success in the global community and workforce of the future through the delivery of world-class comprehensive arts and sciences transfers, occupational technical programs, and workforce development. Thomas Nelson enhances the quality of life of citizens in his region by providing high-quality, affordable, accessible post-secondary education. Again, re-emphasizing our mission. Last year, we launched a new brand, as I mentioned also, for the college having adopted a new logo and branding statement. We're happy that many of you have embraced that extreme makeover, if you will. We encourage everyone to use the logo, whether it's on mailings, marketing, communication pieces, positioning Thomas Nelson among the competition, and keeping the college ever present in the minds of the stakeholders. As the college continues to grow and expands its academic offerings, some trials and tribulations will undoubtedly come up, what we call, I call challenges. We look to these challenges as growing pains as we continue to move forward, and we're going to continue to move forward. It's essential for the college to be financially secure, and as Charles Nuremberg just went over, we had our trials and tribulations the last year, but we overcame those trials and tribulations, mainly because of the individuals here in this room. A few months ago, we mentioned, a number of months ago, we mentioned some of our most difficult growing pains, and we had to implement some cost-cutting measures to ensure a balanced budget. But to assure you, we came out, as mentioned, we came out with a balanced budget. We didn't, last year we had to borrow over $1 million. We didn't have to borrow 1 penny this year. And that's a compliment to the entire college community here. I'm going to go through this in terms of the finance. Charles Nuremberg went over, so I'm not going to go over it again. But I just want to highlight one thing to you that I think is critical. We inherited, as president, I inherited, the college inherited a number of things that took place back in the 2000, 2001, 2003, 2004 time frame. Some of them going back to 2000. And even with dealing with all those things, within less than a year, some of them went back to 7 years, 8 years, in less than a year, this college community came together and cleaned up all of those things in less than a year. And that's critical. We had so many audits going through here, but they helped us grow as an institution because it gave us an opportunity to put some things in place. And again, through the staff and faculty dedication and commitment to excellence, the college was able to address and clear all the audit findings and basically came out very satisfactory. Despite the challenges we face in terms of the state budget deficit, as Charles Nuremberg mentioned, we don't know what the state is going to come up with in terms of this budget, but we're prepared to deal with that as well. And as your president, I want to personally thank you. It's real important that you hear these words. I was saying it earlier to a group in student affairs. We don't take time enough to say thank you to one another. And so I'm personally saying today, thank you for your hard work and your dedication. You are changing lives. I said that earlier. When you see the students walk across stage during graduation, or when you see someone in the field and they attended Thomas Nelson, and you hear a mother who stated, I'm a single parent, I decided to go back to school after 6 or 7 years. I now have a full-time job, and my children now are proud of what I'm doing because I can now reach back to them and say, I accomplished my educational goals, now let me help you. That is very powerful in terms of how every single day you are impacting individuals and their lives and their livelihood, helping them improve the quality of life. But as I mentioned, despite the difficulties last year, I want all of you to hear this morning and share the optimism and excitement that I have in terms of this coming academic year. We begin the year with pride in the accomplishments of the past few years and confidence in the future. The academic programs have grown steadily. We're more responsive to the needs of our students. Academic excellence of our faculty and academic excellence in our support services. Everyone is involved in the teaching and learning of all of our students. All of this comes from hard work coupled with intelligence, creativity, and knowledge. I congratulate each and every one of you. Full-time faculty, part-time faculty, full-time staff, part-time staff, administrators, and your dedication and accomplishments. Let me talk briefly about some of the accomplishments, and I'm going to go through them fast and in one regard because you've heard many of them in terms of workforce development. Provided a broad range of services, course training, assessment, career fairs, 36,000, nearly 37,000 individuals were served. Workforce development provided services for over nearly 700 employers. And workforce development enrollment increases due in large part to the steady climb of contract training. And for example, contract credit for the summer of 07, we're up 57% over the summer of 06, and contract credit increased by 17% overall over 06. We have blazed the trail. They wanted me to read this quote. We've blazed the trail in academia and community services. We've reached new heights in accomplishing our goals. Some of the accomplishments for 07: added 12 new smart boards, distance learning program continuing expansion. Distance learning soared by 249%. Dual enrollment up 41%. We've emphasized and continue to support the honors program. We had 41 participants in spring of 07. The phase 2 equity in-band adjustments started in November of 06. Nursing program accredited through 2014. Give the nursing program a round of applause. And I emphasize that because we have a number of nursing programs around the area. They may be going on probation, or they may have decided to give some concern, but our nursing program is one of the shining examples of responding to the needs of the community and also of the region and also the state. Again, we've streamlined the planning process, we've enhanced accountability, historic campus, Triangle campus, groundbreaking. I can go on and on and on and on. But I wanted to emphasize to you, when you're down in the trenches or you're in the front of the classroom, you sometimes tend to forget of all the great things that are happening at Thomas Nelson. I just wanted to emphasize to you the number of great things that we're doing, the great accomplishments that we have here. But you don't want to just hear what I have to tell you. We're going to show you a brief, what they call a little brief something. so you can visually see the great things that took place last year. And without further ado, I will turn it over to the technicians. share in the excitement and enthusiasm, and you know, that really wasn't me. Younger age, anyway. But I want you to feel the excitement about and where we are going this coming academic year. We begin the 07-08 academic year with pride in the accomplishments of the past several years, but the academic programs have grown. As I mentioned, we're more responsive to the needs, and I almost feel like dancing when I think about the accomplishments of Thomas Nelson, the faculty, and the staff. And we've made unprecedented progress with limited resources in a short period of time. We've made... No, I'm not going to dance. Thank you. But let me say this in terms of some of our legislative initiatives, some of the things that are happening. We had the groundbreaking for the historic Triangle campus. I know for some of you who've been here for 10 years, 5, 10, 12 years, you probably mentioned we would never have a groundbreaking for the historic Triangle campus. We had our historic groundbreaking. If you've gone by the site, they're doing a lot of work. We already have the staging area is basically moving into place. But for this coming year in 2008, we're concentrating on a number of initiatives, but two are really critical. The very first one, and it's one of the first ones on the Virginia Community College System's priority list, and that is the $5.6 million requested for the equipment for the historic Triangle campus. That's critical because there's been situations where the state, we had buildings open at other community colleges and they didn't have any of the equipment. So the building sat there for almost that's half a year. We don't want that to happen at Thomas Nelson when the doors are opening. We expect that to happen. Right now, the plan is still that the college will open in the beginning of around the spring, February of 2009. So we'll probably start off with some of the second 8-week classes with a full-blown set of classes for that summer and that fall. But we need the equipment, so that's going to be critical. Another legislative priority is $2.4 million for the dental hygiene program. There's a high demand in this area. There's a lot of push from legislators and also from the Dental Association and also from the business community to have that program here at Thomas Nelson. We still would like to have funding for the Academic Student Commons building, but that is not going to be one of our high pushes because right now it's not on the listing for the Virginia Community College System. And we're also looking for funding for workforce development initiatives for the middle college and the career coach. But the top one, if we're pushing for any one legislative agenda, that is for the equipment for the historic Triangle campus. We're grateful for the state support, but the current fiscal year is important for us to continue to move forward. This year, these are initiatives that will move us forward to the general, that will be moving forward to the General Assembly in an effort to get additional funding. Exciting opportunities. When I began here in 2004, I emphasized that, and I was surprised of the salaries here for our staff and our faculty, and I gave you my commitment as president that I would continue to look at how we could increase salaries for our faculty and staff. And for the staff, I'm proud to say that the college has completed the first phase of the equity in-band adjustment last November, and the second phase of the in-band adjustment will basically be completed effective this November. We'll continue to review the salary in-band adjustment process. We'll see where we are and see if we need to continue. We thought it would be good. We thought it was going to take 4 years to finish the whole in-band process. We were able to finish it in 2. And fortunately, that worked out exceptionally well for the staff. For the faculty, we've continued to add new faculty. For this year, we tried and put in a request to get our faculty at 8% It was not approved, but it was approved at the 5% increase for our faculty. And also, as some of you are aware, for the legislation for our nursing faculty, their increase was as high as 10%. For our P14 and full-time staff, they will receive the 4% increase in November. In addition, when I came here, we had some people, the legislation nationally just increased the minimum wage. Well, when I came here, we had some people who were close to making that minimum. We had people here, unfortunately, making $7 an hour, a little over $7 an hour, and even in 2007, we had people making a little less than $8 an hour. So the President's Cabinet and I sat down and said, what can we do in addition to the in-band adjustments and all of that? So we decided as a leadership that we wanted to make certain if anyone, if they're a state employee, whether full-time or part-time, work here, no one would work and be paid less than $10 an hour. So we've sent that up to all the account managers, and so for the future, from this point on, we would not hire anyone making less than that here at Thomas Nelson Community College. I can't speak to any of the other 22 community colleges, but we made that commitment here. And for some, we say, well, no, that's not a lot. Well, if you're making only $7 an hour, you're making only $8 an hour, moving to $10 an hour for some is a lot. So we made that commitment to do that, and we're going to continue to look at ways to increase salaries. But someone said to me, which was strange, they said, well, you know, Dr. Taylor, salaries are not enough. You know, what can we do in terms of getting more people? And I said, sometimes we don't realize how we work behind the scenes to get some things done. So I asked HR to poll the number of new staff, not replacements, but new staff. In 2003, in terms of faculty, we had 83 full-time faculty. Since that time, we've added 20 new faculty positions. We're up to 103, and that's except for 2003. From 2003, in terms of staff, we were at 148. We're now in 2007 at 215. That's an increase of 67 new classified staff members. So even in addition to the new dollars that people are having, we saw the new people standing up, and some of you say, well, some of those are replacements. The answer is yes, but all the faculty that stood up, for the most part, we brought on, I believe, 5 new faculty positions. Is that correct? I'm looking for any of the deans or Rich or someone to say that. He wasn't even listening to me. I tell you.
I was making a list of the new faculty.
Oh, that's good comeback. They said, well, I've heard this presentation at least 8 times now, so I know it by heart, so that's good. But anyway, what I was saying is that not only in terms of dollars, we're also trying to bring on individuals, because the reality, and I've said this publicly, and so I'm not saying anything that I've not said publicly, we need more full-time faculty, without a doubt. We need more full-time staff, without a doubt. So we are still trying to work to make that happen by going through the process of looking at converting P14s to P3s, trying to get more full-time faculty and less reliance on our adjunct and our P14s. But it's a long process, but we're committed to continue to do that. Let me answer is yes. The answer is yes. Is that the yes to our commitment to continue, or are you back on 3 questions ago? I'm sorry?
5 new faculty and 6 replacements.
5 new faculty and 6 replacements. Thank you very much. Now, were you applauding him? I'm standing here. Anyway, let me go on. Let me give you. This your birthday?
No, I had a birthday, I'm older.
Okay. As I was saying, maybe lose my thought there for a second. Okay. Let me get back to some of the goals we have. As you know, we're tied into Dateline 2009. And the Dateline 2009 for the Virginia Community College system, they talk about enrollment, expanded workforce, graduation, retention, job placement rates, transfer to four-year colleges, dual enrollment, private funding. Those are the Dateline 2009. But we always add our own. We've added 3. Critical to us in terms of our growth is the historic Triangle campus, getting that built and moving forward to build out a brand new campus. Professional development is critical when we're looking at our expanding opportunities. We want to make certain that professional opportunities, professional development is a part of it. I'll just give you an example. We increased our distance learning and by 200 and some %. But we made the commitment that we wanted to give faculty the support mechanisms to make it happen. So we've had summer programs. I forgot the terminology that was used. I'm going to get it wrong, but I see someone up in the audience in the back. It was summer camps.
Camp Connected.
Camp Connected. I knew someone was going to help me. Thank you. And that was an opportunity to help faculty be better instructors utilizing the technology and also helping to advance our distance learning opportunities, because we didn't want to just add new programs and add distance learning. We wanted to make certain that the training and mechanisms are there. We realized that we're going to grow in that area, for instance, and we made the commitment that we're going to add and have in the process of either advertising or close to it, an additional person to give support in that area for distance education, and hopefully that person will be coming on board this semester. Last, in the area we have other institutional enhancements, and all of this is on our website, will be on our website shortly. In addition to sharing with you my optimism for the year, I want to share this one thing with you. And I say this with deep conviction because it's critical for me. This is a special place. It takes a while to really get to know Thomas Nelson. We have our interesting characteristics in one regard, but this is a special place and a special time. Some people say, are we fully there yet? And I would say no. Somebody else would say, will there be challenges? The answer is yes. And is everyone as excited as I am? I would say, I hope so. But the only way we can get there, we have to get there together. Those of you who have been members of Thomas Nelson family for some time, you already know the uniqueness of Thomas Nelson. I hope that those of you who are joining us for the first time have already sensed it, even if you've only been here for a couple of weeks. And I hope you feel as I do that we are extremely fortunate to be a part of this great enterprise called higher education. The love of learning, the genuine caring of our students, the respect we have for each other, and all parts of the fabric of life at Thomas Nelson Community College. It's a part of our heritage, and I believe it's a part of our future. And we have to look long range. Some people ask, well, how far out are you looking? While some people are looking in the moment, I'm looking out 10, 15 years from now. Let me show you this slide that's coming up that's going to show the current campus of the future. I know for some people who are in the English department say, how can you have a current campus of the future? Well, see, for me, it's currently in my mind. And I want it to be in your mind as well. Because for us to continue to grow and service the community, we are going to need to grow as an institution. So if you haven't seen this, this is the master plan for Thomas Nelson. You see a number of things here, but a number of things you're probably